And we're live for WrestleMania 3, Season 3. Comes to a close tonight. We are heading right into it. 11 matches for us tonight. Every title on the line. From the women's tag team title, an Extreme Rules match. As Mama Logan and Ivy team up one more time to take on the Angels of Amaya and Alice Angel. We have the United States title on the line tonight. We have the light heavyweight title on the line tonight. The women's hardcore, the men's tag team, the men's hardcore, the Intercontinental title, the undisputed title for the women. And of course, the World Heavyweight Champion would defend his title inside the confines of a Hell in a Cell. Here's the thing. Not only will he defend the world title inside the confines of a Hell in a Cell, he will also defend his Intercontinental title inside a Hell in a Cell. And he will do that back to back. Zack the Ripper will face Bud Marvelous, and then he will face Alex, the winner of the Royal Rumble, for the world title directly afterwards. Thoughts and prayers to Zack the Ripper. Alright, now Mama Logan and Ivy kicking this off. Women's Tag Team Championships up for grabs. This has been a division that has been it's got a short list on it. It's probably as, the list is only as long as the men's division, to be honest with you. But in all honesty, there's a big difference in the names and how many championships changed from June of Season 3 to now April of Season 3. It's been a long run, and we do have the roster building for Season 4. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. It was shabby there for a minute. Some new faces coming in. Some old faces sticking around. Some faces going away. We'll see who's who come Season 4. I was really hoping that was going to run, but it did not. That's okay. Sometimes. Mama Logan, Ivy is set to go as we finish up these introductions here by ever-present ring announcer Wayne Kerr. We'll say these two women pretty much spent Season 3 with at least a belt around their waist, each of them. Sometimes tag titles, sometimes singles titles, but yeah, both of them at any given point were given Is that mine? Mm-hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. Here we go, ringing the bell. And the challengers starting off hot. It's a pineapple drink. Ivy taking it to Amaya on the right hand side. Takes a few steps back and a whole lot going forward across the back of the head of Amaya. Mama Logan swapping out a little do-si-do for the partner. Ivy just shrugged off that drop kick and then did the opposite end with that grab from behind. Alice Angel looking to get a chance here against Mama Logan. Breaking up the pin. Angel from behind. Again, Ivy brushing these attacks off. Maya taking a, come on, man. You know how much I paid to have that thing put on my desk? You know how much I paid to put that up? Look, and then it glitched right out. It don't even exist no more. Paid $120 to get that thing on my desk. Every damn year. Really wish I'm not gonna get too much on a bitch about it, because season 4 will be using WrestleMania, or WrestleMania. We'll be doing that too, but we'll be using 2K24 starting Wednesday night. The roster is expanded. We are almost set to go. Fine tuning to be had. But this season finale, season 3 AoK style WrestleMania 3. We should probably do some sort of we should. We're not going to, no matter what I say. But we should do something. We should do something. Who's your who was MVP of the season? I mean, biggest strides, rookie of the year, perhaps. I mean, I'll throw that out there. That was probably Gavin Wilson. Gavin Wilson came in beginning of the season. I'm going to talk to him. As a matter of fact, we'll talk about that here. He's got a match tonight. We'll talk about that when his match comes up. But yeah, I would say he would have to be our rookie of the year. I feel you. Thank you, man. Bouchard out there listening in. Got that radio voice going for him. Thanks a lot, Ken, for calling in. I know you're a long-time listener, first-time caller, and we appreciate you. Calling in the WAOK Championship Wrestling. This one's a freebie for you. No cash in tonight. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. As your girls, Alice Angel and Amaya, defending their World Tag Team titles against Mama Logan and Ivy, and at the moment, they are defending them quite wellly. quite well. They're doing a good job of it. Pinfall attempt. Doing that well with it. And only as one. As referee Jenna Taylor. Right on top of things on the inside. We got another pinfall attempt. Alice Angel looking to take it out. Word. Right? $5.99 a month. $5.99 a month. We'll give you all the scoop on the AoK roster. We'll give you all the scoop on what goes on backstage. In case you've never run into a scam, let me tell you, this is a good way to start. I probably shouldn't say things like that. I'm not trying to do it. We're not doing that. Look at this. We got a submission and a pinfall attempt, and the referee, it don't matter. Both of them are both members of the Angels. Have a challenger down, but Jenna Taylor, for once, didn't want to make a count. Boy, oh boy, if this had been the updated version of the game, I believe Amaya may have just decked Jenna Taylor. She's got a pinfall attempt, and again, only two. You get a weird attack on the screen there. light blowout above us here in the arena. Mama Logan on the outside with Alice Angel. We have a ladder involved, but we are more concerned about smashing each other off of the barricade. Taking it old school, just ground and pound. Sledgehammer on the inside, and Amaya takes the brunt. Gets a right hand and Irish whip. Ivy sent into the ropes. Dropping down Amaya with a leapfrog. Flying forearm shrugged off by Ivy. Scoops her up. The stalling suplex. Gets the shot glasses. Oh, nope, put him back down. She's got out of it. Just kidding. And Alice Angel with an inverted DDT to Mama Logan at ringside. Swinging a miss with the chair. Mama Logan back up. And sets Alice Angel down right on the steel chair. Oh my hole. Pinfall attempt on the inside, and Amaya kicking out before the count of 2. Taking it out here beside our desk. Ivy, a huge power slam. Military press on Alice Angel. Reverses it, turns it into a crucifix slam. As I just start making things up here. Mama Logan twice into the barricade with the anomaly. Double team action by the challengers and the tag team champ. I'm not sure. Alice Angel may have bumped her head. She's a little confused as where she should be, which I would assume out here helping her partner, but maybe not. She attempted it and got speared by Big Money. A whole lot of action going on right there that's not getting us anywhere, so I'm not going to call it. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to drink my little drinky, I'm going to smoke my little smoky, and I'm going to let these girls get it all figured out. I'll call this. Look at this suplex. Huh? I'm going to call that. How's that? Why? Alright, cool it. I was joking. Jesus. Amaya threatened us with a steel chair here. Look at this. Mama Logan says it's nap time. It's nap time. We might be looking at new tag team champs. Alice Angel shoulders down for the count of 2. Ivy with a big suplex here at ringside. Mama Logan with a sledgehammer on Alice Angel. Reverses it. Blockbuster takes Alice Angel down. Goes for the pin again, kicking out before the count of 3. Kiss goodnight, but Amaya there to make the save. Ivy on the outside, leaving Mama Logan inside the ring. Mama with the octopus stretch. We could see a submission. Alice Angel from behind with a Denozo. Angel, hammerlock DDT. And the challengers both outside the ring, the champs. This Amaya across the ring, dives outside, takes Ivy down. Mama Logan back inside the ring with another kiss goodnight. Pinfall attempt and another save by Amaya. Ivy back inside, helicopter spin into a UFO slam. Pinfall attempt by Alice Angel and a save by Ivy. This is the worst thing about these tag matches. Alice Angel, big pump handle slam. Amaya Starting to get worried about Amaya there for a minute. She'd be laid out there for a hot second. Even flow DDT, pinfall attempt. Angel trying to keep her away, and the Fallen Angels retain the World Tag Team titles. IKB, when you get a chance, both of these women are coming back next year, right? I know Amaya is. Is it Amaya? No. Who do we have already? Angel. Who do we have already? What the hell is my thing? Another big win by the Angels, who I would say, as far as the women's tag team division went, this was their season. Good way to end it as the champs. We'll see if we'll have a women's tag division since season 2. U.S. title up for grabs at the moment as Gavin Wilson challenges Chris Nightmare for the United States title with the Squad at ringside. Alright, let's head to ringside. As Gavin Wilson awaits his announcement from Wayne Kerr for his chance at the United States title. Just said that, Wayne. I thought so. I didn't know if they were already here, so to speak. At least one is, but I don't know which one it is right offhand. Chris Nightmare missed out on the middle portion of the season due to an injury defending his United States title. Went through a brutal war with Dean Graves and the almighty Torrance Benjamin. For recapturing it and now defending it at the end of the season at WrestleMania 3. And I can honestly tell you, at the beginning of season 3, I would not have thought that this man, Gavin Wilson, would be challenging for any title at WrestleMania, anything.
He is the United States Champion, the unpredictable Chris Nightmare.
But here we are, United States title in the hands of Chris Nightmare at the moment. Jabroni rings the bell. Let's get this started. The champ coming out tough with a big flying right hand. Springboard cutter. We might see the end of the match here already. Only 2. A little showboating. I mean, tonight would be the night to get your showboating in, though it's still going to lead to the same types of ass whoopings. But this is it. This is your last night to shine for Season 3. Some of these men may not be back. You may never see them again. They want to put them last in memory in the minds of the fans of the AoK universe. Gavin Wilson with the upper hand sends the Nightmare over the top rope and out to the floor, and here comes AJ Long around the corner. We haven't talked about those fools yet. Look at this. Back inside the ring, and Nightmare with a huge clothesline puts Wilson back outside. Another springboard attempt. Catches him with that drop kick. AJ Long and Adrian Arnold, the stablemates of Gavin Wilson at the beginning of the season. They've all been tight, but Zach the Ripper on his way to the top, decimating both AJ Long and Adrian Arnold, taking them out of action for a good portion of the season. Here to cheer on their stablemate Gavin Wilson. And ZA21 welcome in WrestleMania Tree Electric Boogaloo season. Welcome in. We're in match 2 of an 11 matchup night. And Chris Nightmare doing a really well job of defending his United States title at the moment against Gavin Wilson. Flatline, and that could have been the end of it there. Going for that super kick. Wilson catches him. Retaliates with a big clothesline, and Wilson backbreaker and pushing down on the center of the spine, taking it to the champ. Is Adrian Arnold enjoying his teammates' in-ring success at the moment. Ripcord back with a huge clothesline, almost took his head off. Title up for grabs. There's 2 and a kick out. The champ holding on with the last thread. The last thread. Got dignity. Tornado powerbomb, and that might be the end of this matchup. The United States champ better kick out, or he ain't the champ no more. And he does. Ooh, the drama. There's Wilson. Wilson! Wilson with a little bit of show of strength, but unfortunately not a good show of balance. As Nightmare goes from the drop kick, hooks the leg, looking to take the challenger out here by surprise. Well, he gets a 2. Chris trying to get the crowd pumped, trying to get some momentum going for him. Get this title match back in line, going one more time. Collar and elbow. Back to the gory slam. Back to that flatliner, but Gavin Wilson back to his feet, ducks out of the way with a clothesline of his own. He's got the champ on his heels here, man. Into the corner. Interesting offense by Chris Nightmare. Springboard from the top rope, another stunner. Figure 4 headlock. Sets up the pump handle. Nightmare. Compound X Factor, no go again. Wilson gets a shoulder up again, and look at this, Adrian Arnold up on the ring apron. Suckers him in, Wilson. Torture rack. Can he keep it on his side? Don't stand. Now's not the time there, Gavin. Sends his opponent into the ropes. Huge power slam. Wilson blocked. The champ fires another right hand, slides to the back. With the kip up Pele kick, and Gavin Wilson never saw it coming. Champ trying to catch his breath. The champ trying to catch his breath here is the action between these two. It's back and forth in a hurry. Wilson from behind, German suplex, holding on to him. Keeps the waist lock. Ripcord back to the clothesline. Another pinfall attempt. Chris Nightmare. Shoulders are down for the count of 2. Emotional damage. Wilson, one more time with the hook. This might do it. This might be it. United States title changing hands. Nope, just kidding. Chris Nightmare kicks out one more time. This is a hell of a title match, I'll give you that. Turned his back. The rest of the squad at ringside. Adrian Arnold interfering once already. Look at that power slam. And Gavin Wilson again. Showboating. Getting in the hot dog and leaves himself wide open for Chris Nightmare. Haven't seen him since he disappeared. Chris Nightmare with a big springboard neck breaker one more time, but Wilson back to his feet. And in control, sends him into the ropes. Shoulder tackle gets nobody anywhere. That guilt toss, though, did. And Chris Nightmare finds himself at the mercy here of Gavin Wilson as he gets tossed across the ring, back and forth. That rolling elbow, though, may have just changed the outcome. Nightmare clipping him with the point of the elbow. And this matchup has just swung back into the favor of Chris Nightmare. Wilson crawling to the corner. Guillotine over the top rope. Chris Nightmare dancing along here at ringside. Ooh, shoulder tackle. What a maneuver! Under the springboard DDT, almost gets the 3. That'd have been a hell of an ending to the matchup, I can tell you that. Sits him down, cradle bomb. Super kick. Gavin Wilson's head spun around 4 different ways. Top rope. Looking to take flight. Nightmare with the Phoenix Splash. Nobody home. Big boot from Gavin Wilson. But again, Nightmare retaliates. Got his opponent on the top rope. Holy. Did that man... It was a hell of a Karana. A hell of a Karana. And again, Arnold catching Chris Nightmare's attention, but again, Gavin Wilson too slow to react. With the snap suplex. And the United States champ is in control with another super kick. Looking to go to the top rope again. It's a long way across there. It's a long way across. Taking flight. Hits the splash, pinfall attempt, and Gavin Wilson kicks out. Holy Jesus. On this Easter Sunday, he's watching over that man. Chris Nightmare. Almost playing at this point. Almost playing at this point. Gavin Wilson's already out cold. That kick did it. That splash should end it. Joe Brody comes to the count. And the United States title stays with Chris Nightmare. Take a look at some of these replays. Gavin Wilson rolling out of the way of the 360 splash just to end up
Here is your winner, and still
eating the soul of Chris Nightmare's boot.
champion, the unpredictable Chris Nightmare.
U.S. title goes home with Chris Nightmare tonight. What a way to end season 3 for Chris Nightmare. Had a little bit of doubt about his return. Recaptured and retained what he said he wanted to do. Had to vacate that title. Battled his way back and recaptured it. We could almost say the same thing here without the injury. Chris Chaos taking on Ted Rockpage as the rematch clause. Chris Chaos looking to end season 3 as the AoK light heavyweight champion. Maybe the last light heavyweight champion. We don't know if we're going to bring back the light heavyweight title. Well, not yet. Season 4 is going to be a mystery, ain't it? Probably not. I talk a lot. And we are putting Wayne Kerr to work tonight. We have 9 titles for him to announce tonight. So we're putting him to work. Here we go. Creepy Chris making his way in. Clock at the ready. Because it's time to let the chaos begin. This man getting, look at this man. Man getting funky like a monkey. Bringing out my dusty roads when that man walked through the ring. Look at him. He getting funky like a monkey. Looking like his liver's got a shiver. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, baby? Captured quite a few titles throughout the season here. Not do too bad for himself. Made some poor decisions in the ring, don't get me wrong. He held the light heavyweight title. He's held the, what else has he held? That's about it, right? That man hold the U.S. title. Sure he did. Rockpage. Teddy Rockpage, multi-time champion throughout the season as well. Hardcore title, light heavyweight champion. I believe he may have even held the, did he hold the U.S. title as well? I think he pretty much just ran the hardcore title with Tank. By the way, he is your light heavyweight champion to start this matchup. Hustle, loyalty, respect, and all that other stuff. And listen, guys, I made the attempt to try to get everybody on the roster on the show tonight. I don't have that kind of time. You get 75 people on that roster onto this show. Would have been a nightmare. It would have been an absolute nightmare. I did my best, but yeah. So, if there was any lower to mid card wrestlers that you really enjoyed having around, tough. They may not be back. We'll get you some new lower to mid card AoK fodder. Keep it up to the chat. Keep it up to you guys, the followers, to keep the AoK roster alive and moving forward. As I said, of course, the AoK training facility is always ready to release new talent out to the wild. If you want to join us and you don't already know, put your created wrestler up into community creations using the hashtag AoK. And this is for 2K24, mind you. No longer accepting content for 2K23. We're moving to 2K24 after this evening. OTM, the most clumsy man in the world. And that man can never hold on to his keys. Butterfingers. 220. Nice even number. That's what I was shooting for. Had my weirdness kicking in. What is it? Look at this, chaos to the outside, and Rock Page diving through. OTM, welcome aboard. Everybody else taking time out of their Easter holiday to join us here at AoK WrestleMania 3, the Season 3 finale. Can you believe it? We made it the whole way through, a whole year of it. We did it one more time for the third time. We've made it the whole way through. I'll be damned. Oh, we got a little glitchy right there on my end. I hope that didn't bother y'all as well. Off the ropes. Sends him for the ride. Chaos. Eats the shoulder tackle. Springboard. Catches him with the heel of his boot. And Chris Chaos coming back to life in this matchup against Ted Rockpage. Going to the outside and looking for a little help. Extreme Rules, count them. Chaos with the chair and blocked by Rockpage. Big belly to belly. Chaos right back up. Sets him up face first, looking to hit the chair by the looks of it. Targeting a little bit off, but Chaos had bad intentions in mind there. He had some real bad intentions in mind there. Yeah, he did. He was up there forever. Against the barricade. Against the barricade. Moves out of the way. I'm a step ahead of y'all. As Rockpage ducks. Leaving Chaos here at ringside. Hey, I paid a lot for that poster. Damn it. Why do these guys got to break all my shit in here? Look at this. Chris Chaos. Pulling out some stops tonight. So Rockpage from the ringside area with a big shoulder tackle goes for the chair. And Chaos. Last second save on that. Sends his opponent into the barricade one more time, and now Chaos with the chair. Catching him in the lower back and now going for the ankle. Chaos. Opening up with those chair shots. And continues on. Ted Rockpage is in. Chris Chaos done lost his mind. And a shoulder tackle takes him down. Rockpage. Fisherman's hook. If I had a cowboy hat, boy, that probably would have fallen right out. Like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. Now Rockpage with that same dented-up chair, but Chaos. Back to his feet with the clothesline. And now Rockpage with the sledge. Invited Chaos on out. And Chaos answered, sends him back inside the ring. No weapons needed, he says. Chris Chaos, all season for it. I do remember being able to take weapons. You take people's crutches. It was always my favorite thing to take was the crutch. I just thought that was the funniest thing. And look at this, Sister Abigail. The Chaos effect. New United States champion, no. Rockpage kicking out before the count of 3, but Chaos sends him into the ropes, hits him with a huge drop kick. But yeah, what was it? Oh man, I couldn't even tell you which games it was. But yeah, soda cans, soda cups, guitars. I always wondered why they had guitars in the crowd. I thought that was weird. That's probably about right. That's probably about right. Rockpage off the ropes. Clothesline goes for the cover. And Chaos. You guys remember the first Raw game? For the original PlayStation? It was one of the first ones you could customize in. You're damn right. That was probably what started this whole thing. That's probably what started this whole thing. Yeah, it was Raw is War, I think is what I'm thinking of. For the PlayStation. Look at this. Steps over, looking for the submission. Looking for the submission. Chaos. Chaos might be tapping. Nah, he was just looking for a better grip. He gets an elbow free and puts it right in the face of Teddy Rockpage. Chaos drops to the mat. Shoulder tackle. Failed attempt at that. That DDT placed it well though. Chaos packages him up with that back suplex. Follows it up with a nice neck breaker. And the light heavyweight champion having a hell of a time here with the challenger. But here's the thing, as I said, Chaos ain't no he got a hold of that. He got a hold of that title. He got a hold of that title, and Chaos was like, "Give me that. That's mine. Ain't nobody. Well, I don't even know how you got it. Give it back." Ain't nobody said you're allowed to have that. Kendo stick, and this could go south for Chris Chaos. Rockpage into my table here, shaking my drink, my Evian, man, my Evian, my Deer Park. What am I trying to fool? Chaos ducks under DDT on the champ. He gonna take it back inside. Chaos maybe looking at the closing moments here. Sheets brand water. Jack cigarettes. Chaos Look at this. He called for it. He's offering it. The DDT. And Chaos planted that man. And again, Chaos back to that back to that well-beaten chair. And he goes back to work on the knee of Teddy Rockpage. Swing and a miss. Rockpage back up with a clothesline. I ain't below that either, Ken. Reused bottle of tap water. And not even a bottled water. It wasn't even a water bottle. It was like an iced tea water bottle. I forgot to rinse it out. Found it in the trash can on the way in. Oh man, a sleigh. He did catch him with that chair. He did catch him with that chair. Just on the corner, but damn almighty. Chris Chaos back inside the ring one more time. Now Chaos going topside. Rockpage in a world of trouble. Chaos with the Phoenix Splash. Hook of the leg. We might be looking at a new champ. Light heavyweight title up for grab, and no. Rockpage one more time kicks out. Into an STFU son of a... But Rockpage, or I'm sorry, Chaos, back to his feet, misses with the flying clothesline. And Ted Rockpage is begging Chaos to get back up. He did a little bit of help, but he did it. Just to knock him back down, scoops him up to his shoulder. The guillotine. Chaos. Chris Chaos might be hurt. Back to his feet at the very least. Goes for the springboard sidestep, lands on his feet, and Rockpage with a big shot to the jaw, sends his opponent into the rope again, arm drag, and Chaos again in trouble. Ooh, look at this, rolls him up. Before the count of two. A surprise roll up there by Chris Chaos, leaves the ring. What other goodies you got under there, man? A table. Why not? Why not? Set that table. You got that ladder out. We won't use that yet either. That I wouldn't quite call it a pump handle back suplex, but the thing has been on point a couple of times in this matchup for Chaos. Rockpage sent back into the barricade. Chaos, I mean, don't get me wrong, Chris Chaos has thrown just about everything here at the light heavyweight champion, and he is battled back every time. Going for that DDT again, but no, blocked. Ted with a couple of shots to the ribs and another hook of a suplex. Looking to take back control, but still no count out. You're lucky Jenna's not out here. You guys would have both lost this match. Look at this, Rockpage giving Chaos time to get back up and shake the cobwebs out a little bit. We're going to play a little game of cat and mouse, I guess. Inside the ring, outside the ring. Got him. Rockpage suckered him in. We got a pinfall attempt. Don't let it end like this. Don't let it be a cheap move like that. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you, Chaos. Thank you, Chaos. Anyway. Back to the action at hand. Chris Chaos still trying to fight back here. But Ted Rockpage on a tear. Look at this. Chaos not staying down whatsoever. Belly to belly by by Rock Page right down onto the underside of that table. I'd rather step on Legos. And a DDT into the chair, or into the ladder. Jesus. These guys are like Ken Bouchard with a Geekmobile. It's causing all kinds of mayhem. Rock Page with the baseball bat. Swing and a miss. And a huge clothesline. It does suck that there's so many things went on in such a short amount of time for you there, Geek. Like, especially with it being a holiday weekend to edge it all together there. And we do appreciate you making the time for us tonight. Chaos face first into the post. The back of his head bouncing off that ladder. Of course, making more than that, bouncing off this baseball bat. That probably didn't sound as... That's probably taken the wrong way. I'm surprised either one of these two can even stand up, let alone pick up a weapon and want to continue beating the other man with it. Actually, Chaos taking a long way around. He might be done fighting. Fatigue wearing in on both of them. Forearm shots to the lower back of the Chaotic One as Ted Rock Page one more time with the baseball bat. Chaos rolls out of the way. Back to his feet, swinging a miss. And a low kick to the knee. Chris Chaos looking to take back control from Ted Rock Page. But a reversal. Both men back up, sledgehammer in hand. The champ goes for the cover. Off the sledgehammer. Chaos. No, Chaos, don't do it. Ted Rock Page retaining the light heavyweight title. I call shenanigans. I call shenanigans. I hope you guys don't riot. I know I'm supposed to be biased and all. But
Here is your winner, and still
light
heavyweight champion,
Ted Rock Page picking up the victory and retaining that light heavyweight championship. We got more women's action coming up. The hardcore title on the line. Lilith taking on Aylin Potter. These two have been back and forth over this title over the last couple of months as well. Set to be another banger of a match. Falls count anywhere. Hardcore title on the line. And this is only match 4, kids. We still got the men's tag team championship coming up. Prestige will take on Damian Bush. No, I'm lying. Logan Hawk will take on IKB. Where else we at here? James Coleman gets his chance at the men's hardcore title. The only title Coleman has not grabbed for season 3 is the hardcore title. He has to get that title tonight in order to continue his claim as the Grand Slam champ. We don't want to talk about it, Ken. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it. If OTM wants to talk to you about it, he can. I'm not going to talk to you about it. Nothing against you. It was the match itself. The Witch Lilith getting ready to get her shot here. At the Women's Hardcore Championship. OTM's trying to start a riot out here. Sitting outside in the bushes, rubbing two sticks together. If anybody's got a light, it's the Reaper. The Reaper has his hands full tonight as well. Now's a good time to re-up you guys on that. So, Zack the Ripper, being the Intercontinental Champion as well as the World Heavyweight Champion, will defend his both of his titles here tonight. Both of those titles will be defended inside of a Hell in a Cell. And those two matches will happen back to back. He will face Bud Marvelous for the Intercontinental Championship. And he will face, of course, Alexander K., the Royal Rumble winner, for the World Heavyweight Championship. All that and more coming up in just a little while. But Aylin Potter, the baddest bitch on the planet, getting ready to dig on the coldest bitch on the planet. I'm not saying Lilith is cold, but when she opens her mouth, a little light comes on. We thought you was a toad. Here, drink this. Two are evenly matched up. This is going to be a hell of a match. So this contest could get brutal. Hey, hallelujah. I'm not sure. You know it's only a wider belt, not a longer belt, right? He's the heaviest lightweight. He's the lightest heavyweight. He's the lightest of the heavyweights. That's different. It's right to the corner, but Potter saving herself from eating the boot of Lilith. Keeping the challenger on the mat. It's a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Anything goes. Referee Jenna Taylor probably going to count somebody out in this no DQ match. Somebody's going to get disqualified. Spoiler alert. If wrestling's fake, how can I do that? A little show of disrespect from Potter and Lilith. A little show of it back. Trading punches. Potter getting the upper hand. Lilith staggering back. Handful of hair, puts her opponent onto the ropes. To the other side, and too soon with that baseball slide. Irish whip. Lilith into the corner, sidesteps. Knees crashing into the turnbuckle, and Potter finds herself upside down and slammed into a mat. 2 times. 2 times, and maybe, no, goes for the pinfall. I thought she was going one more time. I missed that. She throw it towards Jenna. And so as a heads up, and IKB can probably vouch for this, it seems like the referee will stand in the view at times. A lot more than they do now. But they are less likely to get hit by the wrestlers without being obviously targeted. But They do tend to stand in the way of the action at times. Again, minor complaint about the game. And Lilith, top rope, makes the dive and nobody there. I'm not sure why she decided to do that when she did, but Potter coming out with the kendo stick. And a reversal down with the arm drag. Psycho cutter at ringside. Potter not going for the cover. Sends her opponent back inside the ring. Yeah, it takes some. You got to do your taunt and get your energy back up. You know, they have to do the taunt to get that energy back up, and then it's still only short-lived. And like you had mentioned earlier, the situations like that, if you hit a big move that ends up putting you on the mat too, like, your opponent might get up before you. I do like that. There's tiny little details like that. Now, the one big thing I'll be doing this year that haven't done in the past. I want to talk about this real quick. Aylin Potter, psycho cutter for the second time. Pinfall attempt. And Lilith gets her shoulder up at 2. Lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. Thought we might see the end of the match. Diving elbow from the top rope from Potter. We still might be looking at the end of the match. Goes for the cover. No, look at this. Lilith rolls it up. No count. Tried to steal one away on that one. What are we talking about? All the fatigue. Maybe I said my say on that. Maybe I said all I wanted to say on that. Yeah, like I said, my thing this year is going to be how does the universe play out for us as we go? What new things do we got to look forward to? Potter with a baseball bat from under the ring, taking out Lilith. I jump back and forth here. I'm not talking about in the chat, and nope, because you guys all take shit personal. Nope. Nope. That's why I keep it to a minimum. No drama there, no drama there. And it takes away some of the fun of being the creator of wrestlers, but also it helps keep everything run smooth. So boundaries, Ken, they're like the white lines on the side of the road. I know you don't understand how they work, but as we head up the ramp, these two women are trying to battle it out to the parking lot. Face first goes Lilith. We got a pinfall attempt at ringside, and we get it at a 2 count. Lilith getting the shoulder up at the last second, before the last second. And up the ramp we go. And kids, we might have to give up our cool design that I thought we could use our tables off our giant stage for visual violence. But since we can't, I may change our season 4 stage one last time. As long as we can use the ambulance matches with it. Give us a nice big Titantron to just walk out of. So hopefully I can get try to do some work on everybody as far as getting Titantron's made. Something that works for everybody that we can just kind of, I don't want to say copy and paste, because I still want them to be customized to each wrestler or faction. Would be fine as well. But unfortunately, as Ken and I found out, that is something that I have to do, because if you try to do it, it works on your end until it gets to our end. And once it's uploaded, it does not come with its Titantron for whatever reason. I mean, I'm going to assume it's the clips. The video, the moving video clips of it all. As opposed to the stationary, who knows. Whoa. Oh no. Whoa. I'm a little tone deaf, but I'm with you. There we go. Looking for the submission. And Lilith tapping out on the base of the ramp. Aylin Potter walking out as the Season 3 finale Women's Hardcore Champion. That is a good night for Buffalo's Unwanted. They also have their chance, as a matter of fact, coming up next. Her stablemates, Torrance Benjamin and RWP, will get their chance at the tag team titles against the Hinkledimers in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Buffalo's Unwanted could be the stable that ends the season with the hardcore titles, or the hardcore title and the World Tag Team titles. And here's the thing. If one of these two teams don't return next year, this will be technically RWP or Buffalo's Unwanted's last chance. They can be the ones that claim that they beat the Hinkledimers. A lot of teams have defeated the Hinkledimers and took the titles from them, but can they keep them? No. Nobody was able to keep the tag titles away from the Hinkledimers. Buffalo's Unwanted coming out first.
The following contest is a tag team
Torrance Benjamin, the almighty, the highest one in the room, RWP, collectively known as Buffalo's Unwanted. And if you guys get a chance while these two were on the screen, I don't know, I'm not sure if he has gone live yet, but jump over. Pooty is running his Bash at the Beach tonight as well. Our resident insufferable jackass has been the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion over there for quite some time. So make sure you're checking out his videos on demand and anything else you can pick up when he goes live.
They are the World Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers.
The Hinkledimers, the most dominant team in Season 3. Their titles above the ring. See Cletus there warning back Buffalo's Unwanted. Match doesn't start till the bell rings. last look at the titles. Brand new tag titles waiting for us in Season 4. New design. I can't say that for most of the other titles. I'm not going to lie. They kind of just carried over. Hey, I like the looks of them. Here we go. World Tag Team title is on the line. Tables, ladders, chairs. Anything goes in this matchup. And Torrance Benjamin immediately going outside the ring for a chair. Or something. A chair. I was right. Cool. Hate when I'm wrong. Haven't talked to my wife in 3 years. The Hinkle-Dimers. Again, multiple times. I think this is like their 5th title reign for the season. Not to mention whatever they picked up before. From seasons past. When did they come out? Season 2? I think the Hinkle-Dimers were at the end of Season 2, perhaps. Or are they a Season 3 creation? Now, they battled it out through Season 2. Some of these guys have been around for a while, man. Some of these guys have been around for a while, and Omer, taking the opportunity to try to get the crowd behind him, ended up with a shoulder in his belly button. As RWT took him off the ring apron, and Cletus taking that chair shot from Torrance Benjamin. Yeah, oddly enough, Ken, though, the Sunday Night Wars, oddly enough, our boy Pooty does run. He does run WCW. So keep that in mind. He runs a Monday Nitro that has a whole nother vibe, man. The boy's got a whole different energy. And I dig it. Omer with a huge backdrop on Torrance Benjamin. RWP seeing his partner in trouble. Comes across with a huge clothesline. Cletus seen him coming in on that second attempt. Unfortunately gets caught up in the DDT and the electric chair drop by the Almighty. That chair is made out of rubber. Cletus looking for a submission, but RWP one step ahead. Not ready to give it all up yet. Outside the ring, Omer and Torrance Benjamin inside RWP and Cletus J. And we got our first attempt. Cletus having none of it. First man up the ladder, but unfortunately couldn't even get up to touch the titles yet. As the Almighty hits a power slam on the outside, but Omer right back to his feet. Cletus head first into that ladder, had it well balanced. One of them trick ladders they use in the circuses. So. Water head full of steam and a senton. We get a chair in the ring. We got a table in the ring. We got a ladder in the ring. It's a tables, ladders, chairs match. High angle STO and a table to the face. Omer just back and just trying to crush Benjamin into that corner. Table set up. And Omer, look at this. Using the table for leverage. Hooking his foot on that table for leverage. He's got the cattle mutilation locked in, but Benjamin, the size of that man, just legitimately powered right out of it. Into the table. This could be bad for Buffalo's Unwanted. Omer steps around the back. German suplex through the table. And the Hinkle-Dimers looking to take and hold on to the claim of the World Tag Team Champions. Omer getting another table. He ain't even done yet. Potter chasing him around the ring. Finally catching up with him. Side effect. And Omer needing to shake his head a bit. Cletus back inside the ring. The ladder set up. Benjamin using it as a weapon before going for that steel chair. Omer back in the ring, double underhook. Fairy tale ending on RWP. Benjamin with a bear hug. Trying to squeeze the absolute breath out of Omer T. Hinkledeimer. I don't know if you really want to do that up close. I'm not sure where Stillwater is, but it has to be named after something. And Omer making the climb, looking to capture his tag team title, and Cletus takes the ladder out from under him. Cletus takes the ladder out. Oh man. Omer may have just broken both his ankles. Back to his feet, thankfully. All the way across the ring. The Hinkledeimers. Hammerlock DDT, the Hinkledeimers are here for staking claim tonight. Torrance Benjamin is out cold. Omer putting the boots to him. Cletus J on the outside with a steel chair going after RWP. Swing and a miss, rolls out of the way, clothesline by Potter. Back into the ring, but Omer in complete control here of this matchup. And the Hinkledeimers both have chairs. This does not look good for Buffalo's Unwanted. This does not look good at all for the challengers. Benjamin back up, Potter back up, and the Hinkledeimers have been removed from the ring. Potter trying to readjust that ladder, but the pieces of the table missed with that baseball slide. He was looking to blindside Omer on the way around there. Omer pulls him in with a DDT. This has been a brutal match. As Omer taps into his X-Men abilities, telekinesis, brings that ladder right back into the ring with just the power. I'd say the power of his mind, but I've talked to these boys, and there's not enough power up there to send a gerbil around a dime in a remote control car, man. Like, there ain't enough power to do none of that. These boys are, look at this. Cletus, a spine buster that just rattled RWP to the top rope. Omer T outside the ring. Steel chair in hand, the Almighty back to his feet. And Cletus having a hell of a time getting that thing unsnapped. RWP back up. What is he doing up there? What is he doing up there? They're just snaps, dude. RWP pulls the ladder out, and the Hinkledeimers back at square one, tried to slide that ladder under Omer T off that power bomb. Table set up. RWP to the outside, diving onto Cletus. Keeping Omer occupied. Into that rib breaker from behind Cletus J. But again, RWP one step ahead. Bulldog coming in from Omer T as Benjamin goes for the titles. And again, Omer there to make the save. Omer with a powerbomb off the ladder. Going for the octopus stretch, doing what he can to keep Torrance Benjamin out of this matchup. As Cletus takes short little rabbit punches there, shadow boxing on the belly button of the Almighty. And the Almighty been in that hold for a while. Finally able to turn it into a hip toss to break free. but the Hinkledimers. They're not called the Fighting Hinkledimers for nothing, man. These boys are all about the brawl. Torrance Benjamin off the suplex and into a spine buster on Omer. I think the debris is fucking everybody up. I think that table debris is causing everybody to not be able to climb that ladder. Dummies. You guys said it all there, man. This is going to be a long matchup. Even if they were signing to come back, they might all be dead by the end of this matchup. Cletus dropping knuckle bombs on RWP while Torrance Benjamin is crushing the internal organs of old Omer there. Up to the shoulder of Cletus. Reverses at Potter. And Torrance Benjamin with a huge fairy tale ending on Omer. Luthez press at ringside, and we're still outside looking for more weapons to keep the Hinkledimers away from those tag team championships. Battling back, everybody back into the ring. I'm not sure. Not sure what's with the little weirdness right there, but there's some weirdness right there. Omer one more time with Torrance Benjamin, looking to put him through that table again. One more time with the German suplex, and Torrance Benjamin is having a hell of a night. And RWP just starts singing those soprano notes. Omer dizzy on the outside. Benjamin blindsides him with that clothesline. RWP eats the hammerlock DDT. Looking at one more perhaps. No, drapes the arm. Tornado suplex. Omer with the octopus stretch on Torrance Benjamin. Cletus, what are you doing? Cletus is afraid of heights. He's got that arachnophobia. Very slow about taking this thing off of here, man. But still focusing on it. Benjamin back in the ring. Down goes the ladder. It's a shame the table wasn't still there. And Buffalo's unwanted again. Looking to be back in control of this matchup. Omer back to his feet. And the Almighty with a clothesline. But again, Omer back up and sending Benjamin over the top rope. Cletus, on the other hand, will probably appreciate RWP stop hitting him with that chair. He just beat the hell out of that man. There's going to be some injuries at the end of this matchup. There's going to be some injuries at the end of this evening. Zack the Ripper, I do not envy whatsoever. Omer, one more time, looking for the cattle mutilation. Cletus taking Torrance Benjamin up to the stage area. These four men are not stopping tonight. Cletus making his way back to the ring. RWP face first one more time off that DDT. Omer with the ladder. RWP with a huge shot. Protecting himself on the ramp, but Omer could be looking at retaining the championship. Potter back to his feet. Benjamin back in the ring, but too late. The Fighting Hinkledimers leave Season 3 as the tag team champions. Unbelievable, these two.
World Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers.
Tag team of the year, I guess. And nothing else to call them. The Fighting Hinkledimers, your World Tag Team Champions, walking out of Season 3, WrestleMania 3. with titles intact. It's not been a good night for the challengers here this evening. Have we seen a title change hands yet? We have not. We have not seen a title change hands yet here this evening. Is it going to be a long night? Coming up next, Extreme Rules Prestige versus Damien Bouchard. Extreme Rules matchup on this one. We still have James Coleman to take on Psychosis for the hardcore title in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. Logan Hawk and IKB to have a friendly brawl here this evening. And it has come down the line. Zoe Yuri will be cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase this evening for the undisputed title against Empress Sparrow, as well as the Intercontinental title being defended in a Hell in a Cell, as well as the World title being defended in a Hell in a Cell, and both of those titles being defended by Zack the Ripper in 2 separate matches, back to back. What a way to end out the season with the death of a superstar. It's going to be insane. Prestige getting ready to make his way down to the ring, are already halfway there. He too has been chomping at the bit at Season 4. He is so ready to get into Season 4. You got a sneak peek at the roster. He did his own research, some backgrounds, some of the newbies coming in. Because as always, we will have the AoK roster supplemented by fodder. AoK fodder. Of course, we'll probably bring back a version of the squad, but no Gavin Wilson in the squad. The man put on a hell of a matchup tonight against Chris Nightmare for the United States title. Came up on the short end of that one. Nonetheless, hard to miss out.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 100.
Damien Bouchard getting back into it here. Looking to end the season on a high note. Going up against the old head of AoK. We'll go radio silent for just a moment. I will be right back, my friends. One-on-one action, setting it up. Jenna Taylor ringing the bell. Let's get this one underway. Damien Bouchard coming out tough. Big clothesline takes Prestige to the outside. Extreme Rules. This is going to be a good one. Back inside goes Damien at the hands of Prestige as he gets under the ring. Bringing us out a ladder. And a drop. Look at this. Damien Bouchard with a baseball slide, slamming that ladder right in the face of Prestige. I gotta say, that is probably one of the better things. That might have been the highlight of the season right there. But Prestige snap suplex, turns his attention to the crowd because why wouldn't he? A Bulldog by Damien. Swinging neck breaker. And Bouchard in control of the matchup. And this pulls the tights back. And only gets a 1 count. Trying to cheat. Sling blade. Hook of the leg. No go, Prestige. And Bouchard back outside the ring, but Damien catching him by surprise. Sends Prestige into the barricade. Another sit-out power slam. Nicely done by Bouchard. Keeping the old man on his toes. Back inside the ring, Prestige sending Damien in, but taking a long route. Prestige mouthing off to the crowd. Yeah. Couple of right hands knocks Prestige back into the corner. And Bouchard under the ring looking for a kendo stick. Ooh, I thought he might have caught him with that. Prestige sends him into the ropes. Deep 6. But Damien right back to his feet. Not only back to his feet, but staying on the offensive. Nice neck breaker. Swinging neck breaker to follow it up. Prestige rolling out of the ring, trying to rethink things. Trying to slow down the momentum this kid's starting to pick up. Neck breaker of his own, showing him how it's done. But again, Damien. Elbow to the ribs. Fisherman's hook. Can he hold him? Not enough. From behind with the kendo stick. And Prestige in a world of trouble here. Rolls out of the way. Looking for a submission. Prestige with the crossface. But again, Damien able to roll out of that one. Irish whip. Sends Prestige into the ropes. Avoiding contact, but not a... did not avoid that suplex. Now Damien outside under the ring. Sledgehammer in hand and Prestige taunting him. Single leg drop kick, well placed. And a half Nelson DDT. He may have just dropped that. That kid might be done. This might be done. There's a 2 count. Nah, prestidigitation. And Prestige takes him for the full ride. Damien Bouchard shoulders down for the count of 2. Prestige to the second rope. What the hell's he doing? Second turnbuckle, kicks Damien in the face. Backs him up for a blockbuster. And look at this. Damien rolls him up. Looking for the 3 count. Only gets a 1. But it was enough to get closer to that sledgehammer. Prestige back to his feet. Look at this. Gets throwaway slam. No, Damien lands on his feet, but Prestige hits him with the sling blade. Ain't got no gas in it. Going for the cover. Prestige thinks he's got it after that sledgehammer beatdown. But Damien still got some fight left in him. Still got some fight left in him. What's he doing? Dragging out that ladder. Prestige swinging for the fences. This kid better hope he don't get hit with this thing. Does not. Introducing Prestige to his new construction. Face first for the second time. Snake eyes. Daring Prestige to get back in the ring. Then he put the sledgehammer down. Suckered him right in. Spinning wheel kick, and down goes Prestige. Now Damien in control. One more time. Prestige goaded him in there. Boot to the head, back to his feet. Irish whip sends his opponent into the turnbuckle. We've seen it before. Sliding back in the ring, misdirection, and down goes Damien. Pinfall attempt by Prestige. There's two, and again Damien kicking out before the three. Rolls him up. And again only gets the one, leaving Prestige a little bit slower, a little bit confused on his when he got back to his feet there. Into the turnbuckle goes Prestige. Sledgehammer. That was a little low if you ask me. Damien multiple shots to Prestige. But again, back to his feet. Couple of kicks to the midsection. Locks him in one more time. Face first. Onto the sledgehammer. That's got to do it. That's got to do it. Prestige with the 3 count. Face first into the head of that hammer. Here we see the misdirection on the replay. Near pinfall there, but here, there's no missing that. There's no missing that. Damien Bouchard falling victim to the prestidigitation. And Prestige walking out of WrestleMania 3. I have to double check this, with a win. That might be his only win at WrestleMania. Of course, the end of the season, between end of tonight and hopefully Wednesday, we will have all the information as to the exact numbers of matches, MVPs. I still say Gavin Wilson is probably our Rookie of the Year. James Coleman, as much as I hate to say it, will have a story to tell here. If he can get the hardcore title, his absolute last chance. His absolute last chance for the Grand Slam Championship for a full season. Now granted, he has held the hardcore title previously. He is still technically a Grand Slam champion. But if he can win it tonight, he will be probably the only one in the men's division who has held every title available in one season. He was on a roll this year. He was on a roll. He still is. Don't get me wrong. But as I said earlier, it has not been a good night. Statistically, it has not been a good night for the challengers to titles. We have 4 titles on the line. We have 9 titles on the line. And 4 of them have already been, this will be the 5th one we put up tonight. Four of them have not changed hands. This man has a big task ahead of him. And Psychosis is not a member of the roster. It's a laugh about. This man has been a dominant force himself, both in the tag team division and in singles competition. 1/3 of Destruction Incorporated, along with his partner Iceman and Anthony Omega, the hardcore champion Psychosis. set to be a pretty decent matchup, I can tell you that. These two are going to go at it. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. I will say that so far from what I've seen of 24, I hope it continues in our season. So far, I'm hoping the AI will use as much of the arena as possible for those Falls Count Anywhere matches. As I said, so far it has been a lot further than the ramp. They at least go to the stage. I've yet to see them go from the arena to backstage, but I don't know if that's a feasible thing, to be honest with you. I don't know if you can still do that. It used to be you could travel all around the arena, but I don't know if that's still something that exists. I haven't manually done it yet. Ready to kick it off. We'll get a good look at our hardcore title, a new design for that in season 4. You don't want to miss out on that. They got a brand new design going there. Not a brand new, it's a different looking belt.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 225 pounds, the unpredictable James Coleman. And his opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the hardcore champion, Psychosis.
Wait for Wayne Kerr to finish up those introductions. Psychosis, your hardcore champion. Champion's advantage. He does not have to beat Coleman. Coleman has to beat him. Jenna Taylor going to be our official for this one. Holding that belt up for everybody to see. The hardcore title up for grabs. James Coleman versus Psychosis. The hardcore champ locking it up. Center of the ring, ringing a bell. And a big right hand. And Psychosis taking it right to James Coleman. Sends him over the top rope. Coleman holding on to that top strand. Finally knocked to ringside as Psychosis goes top. I decided against it. Coleman catching him coming off the ring apron into that spinning back suplex. And staying on top of him. Big knee to the face. Back inside we go. Coleman. Falls count anywhere, but Coleman making sure the spectacle is seen. Neck breaker. Nope. Elbow to the back of the head, sticking with the champ. Suplex into a neck breaker. That's a horrible combination. Coleman sends his Roman into the ropes, drops down, catches him for a flapjack, but turns it into a gut buster. And then stays right on the leg. Back to his feet, rolling out of the way. Psychosis looking for lower ground after that clothesline. And Coleman across the ring, suicide dive. Takes it to the outside, goes for the pinfall. And Jenna Taylor way out of position for that. I don't think he would have got the 3, but she was way out of position for that. Coleman pulls him back in for that neck breaker. Goes big for the clothesline. Nobody home. Psychosis fires back with a neck breaker of his own. Athleticism on display there. Rolls it up. Shot from behind. Coleman bouncing off the arena floor. The Psychosis in control with Coleman. In a bad spot. Couple of knuckles changes the situation, and nobody home on that neck breaker. Coleman back in control, working the arm over, sticking with that wrist lock. But Psychosis, midnight drive, down he goes. Looking for the suplex again. Reverses it, arm drag, Coleman. Hooks the leg. Cradle power driver, goes for it. We can beat, no, 2 count only. Coleman just coming up short. Again, if he can capture the hardcore title in this matchup, that puts him the 8th Grand Slam champion within one season. From WrestleMania to WrestleMania. From the day after WrestleMania to WrestleMania. James Coleman has picked up every other title along the way. The United States Championship, the World Championship, the Intercontinental Champion. If it was available, that man had it around his waist at some point in time. With the exception of the hardcore title. And guys, for real, if you are new, if you're just stopping in, if you've never been here before, I am the Ace of Knaves, and we are looking to build our roster for Season 4. If you have 2K24 and would like to join us here at AoK, throw your community creation up onto... throw your wrestler up on the community creations. Use the hashtag AoK. Your character will be uploaded into the game and dropped into the roster to join the ranks of AoK. Coleman with an A-Town down, looking for it, looking to claim his name as a hardcore champion, but not yet. Psychosis kicking out Coleman to the top rope. Psychosis staggering back to his feet. Coleman a long way out. Blockbuster off the top rope, and James Coleman is taking it as hardcore as he can get here. Falls count anywhere. Look at this. Psychosis with the torture rack. GTS, down he goes. Coleman out on his feet. Springboard stunner. Coleman wisely getting out of the ring, but to no avail. It's a falls count anywhere. No place is safe. But he did get the upper hand. We got a pinfall attempt. And Psychosis, moments away from losing his title, kicks out. Before the count of 3, back to his feet. Rolling out of the way of that clothesline and a big boot on Coleman. Psychosis from behind. German suplex. Not once, but twice. And he still has the waist lock on. A third German suplex. In that small confines of area, we got a pinfall attempt. Coleman slipping away at the chance of a Grand Slam champion. Kicking out at 2. Psychosis not quite sure what else he's got to do, but that super kick. Coleman's head bouncing off the top of the barricade. Psychosis goes for the cover. Jenna goes for the count, and James Coleman is out cold. And we see him go for that German suplex earlier that he was able to reverse. And Coleman almost picking up the victory there, the A-Town down. But here, this German suplex. And this super kick, watch Coleman's head.
Here is your winner, and still
bouncing off of the top of that barricade. And Coleman might need medical attention here tonight. As Psychosis picks up the victory and retains the hardcore title. And James Coleman not able to finish his story here at WrestleMania. That was too stupid not to. It was too stupid not to. I'm sorry. Forgive me for that. Logan Hawk and Ken Bouchard. This is supposed to be a backstage brawl, but we'll see if they even make it. We'll see if they're in the arena or not. Don't be surprised if they're fighting the ramp. 222 times. Getting good, man. Slacked off a little bit this year. I was behaving myself most of this year. Fingers crossed that we're at a backstage area and not the ramp area to ringside. We're going to find out in 3, 2, 1. We are legitimately backstage, kids. So having an argument over a parking spot and an e-bike. And Logan Hawk just moving furniture around. IKB one step ahead, takes the table, unable to use it as the weapon he intended for, as these two trade the table back and forth. DDT on the concrete. IKB coming up tough. It's not, from what I understand, this is I made that up about the parking or the parking space. Apparently, this is how they're going to decide where they're going after the show tonight. They're deciding on pizza or fast food before heading to the next town. How to celebrate, where to celebrate. Logan Hawk wants to go home to Las Vegas. IKB just wants to go home. Back and forth they go. Now, there's a giant parking garage, a huge backstage area, and you two haven't left the confines of those yellow markers. IKB taken down by Logan Hawk. I was going to say IKB having the upper hand, but Logan Hawk, look at this, sets him up, gut wrench, nah, power bomb. Logan Hawk into a bear hug. Logan Hawk may be the only man to be able to do that. But IKB able to break free. Big running clothesline takes the big man down. The Iron Man with Logan Hawk on his shoulders. Standing power slam. Look at this. Logan Hawk again. Back to his feet. Belly to belly. A hell of a slam. Bouchard. A series of clotheslines. Just driving the big man back to the concrete. But again, Logan Hawk back to his feet and ready to, look at this, sidestep, big right hand. Trading punches, almost dropped him there. Couldn't quite get him the whole way around there. Almost dropped Bouchard on his skull. You guys better be a little more careful. Logan Hawk, the hammerlock, look at this, just drives him down on that suplex. Two-handed choke slam. And IKB, he bounced off that mat. He bounced off that concrete so hard he sat right back up. Logan with a huge suplex. These guys are getting out of control here. Looking to bury his opponent, no pun intended, shovel in hand, but that spear. That spear from IKB taking Logan Hawk off his feet. And the Iron Man in control of the matchup. Looking for an equalizer as well. Logan Hawk, two shots from that shovel, and it didn't phase him much. No weapon needed. Boot to the midsection. Logan Hawk going for it. Dominator. Face first. And the High Justice taking it to the Iron Man at the moment. Huge choke slam. Logan Hawk has IKB, I would say, where he wants him, but it's a bit soon to say. Up for the second ride, a second Dominator. A second Dominator, and Logan Hawk not done yet. Coming back with a steel chair. But Bouchard back to his feet with a spear. Taking the big man down a second time with that spear. And now IKB with the steel chair. Back to his feet. These two, oh man, I don't know how these two are still fighting. Again, up high and down low into that pile of boxes. There could have been anything in there. Could have been wine bottles in there. It could have been broken glass. Side slam on the head of the shovel. And again, Logan Hawk back to the attack on IKB. Bouchard wiggles his way free, gets a knee up. And Logan Hawk pushes Ken Bouchard off of those pallets. Bouchard is down. He may have hurt himself on that fall. Logan helps him back up, suckers him in, ducks under that knife edge chop. Suplex. And again, IKB with the shovel. And again, Logan Hawk just eating those shots from that shovel. Well, do something, man. There you go. I'm gonna go exploring. We're going on an adventure. Right hands by Logan. Up to the shoulder, long way down. And Bouchard. I mean, both of these men, not just Bouchard, but Logan Hawk as well. This has been a hell of a fight. Just to see where they're going to go after the matches. A finger of the eye. And a big suplex by Bouchard. IKB looking to set him up. Bouchard bomb perhaps on the concrete. And Logan could, look at this. Logan Hawk still fighting back to his feet. Bouchard one more time. Don't do it again, man. Don't do it again. Not there. Not like that. Again. Logan Hawk planted on that concrete. Neither one of these men willing to give up. Neither the straight up toughness of these two. The spear, the interceptor, and Logan Hawk. Logan Hawk taking the victory here with that interceptor. Good golly goddamn. There's a hell of a match up there too. IKB taking the fall on that one as Logan Hawk picks up the victory. We're heading into it. The Women's Undisputed Championship as Zoe Yuri is cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase. Her Royal Rumble win, so to speak. She is looking to end season 3 as the Women's Undisputed Champion for the second time. She wants to be a 2-time champion before the end of the season.
is scheduled for one fall.
And Wayne Gerd gives us the rundown.
Women's Undisputed World Championship.
One-on-one matchup here tonight. Scheduled for one fall. And Zoe Yuri. Had the universe on the edge of their seats the entire time from January to April. Will she cash it in or will she wait for WrestleMania? The options were hers. She guaranteed her spot here tonight in the season finale of AoK WrestleMania 3. Looking to go into season 4 as the world champ. And so far, not that we have a tag team division, but the tag team champions, look at this. She's calling for it. There it is, the cash in. The cash in, making it official. Making it official. And your women's undisputed champion, the general of the women's locker room, the Empress Sparrow. Looking to end the season in her 5th reign as the undisputed champion of season 3, the most dominant of the women's division. ZA rooting for Zoe. Is at the end of our as we close, I won't say we're closing out WrestleMania, but we are in our final 3 main events. As this begins the undisputed title, the Intercontinental title, and the world title, all to be defended yet. And again, so far, no titles have changed hands tonight. A little updated version of that particular title for Season 4. Women's Undisputed title, looking beautiful. Got itself a little upgrade. Zoe Yuri has been running on some high octane recently through her matches. The momentum coming into this. Few words for her opponent there from Empress on the likelihood of walking out of here as the undisputed champion. But Joe Brony, our official tonight, we know he'll call it down the middle. Joe ain't no joke. There's a reason he's the head official for AoK. And we are going to ring that bell. Let's get this one underway. Undisputed title on the line. Money in the Bank cash in. WrestleMania 3 AoK Season 3 finale. As we launch Season 4 on Wednesday night. Which means I'll probably have to set the matches very, very soon, actually. Look at this, Yuri. Across the ring with a clothesline. Sends her opponent towards the ropes. Pulls her back in. Hurricane Rana, the challenger. As so many before her this evening. Looking good in the opening stages of this matchup. We'll say the Ripper will get a small break between matches, though he will have to make two. He will have to make two entrances. Not necessary. We probably skipped the second one. But yeah, Zack the Ripper having his hands full, defending both of his titles tonight, back to back, inside of Hell in a Cell. First Bud Marvelous, then the Royal Rumble winner, Alexander K. Zoe Yuri sent for the ride and launched over the top rope to the outside. We're back up. Collar and elbow tie up between Yuri and Empress. Irish whip sends her into the ropes. Yuri into the corner, and Empress fires off a right hand. Yuri able to fight back. But for how long, as he ends up in the clutches of a German suplex. Trying to fight back, gets an elbow into the rib cage, and a Hangman's DDT. Zoe looking to bring back the momentum as Empress gets sent into the ring. I probably have it shut off through the whole universe. Not thinking about that because we don't use them on the AoK arena. So instead of me being, no, I guess they were on earlier, weren't they? No, these were on earlier. Good point. Shit's just gonna start shutting down. See, what had happened, we only paid for 2 hours of arena time. We are now at 2 hours and 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So, yeah, they're probably just, the owners of the arena probably shutting the electricity off for us a little bit at a time. If the broadcast goes off the air, you'll know why. Yuri doing her best here against the Empress. But to be honest with you, I don't know if her best is going to be good enough. Again, 9 titles on the line. This is the 7th one. This is the 7th title up for grabs tonight. And we haven't seen it go to a challenger yet. Yuri looking to break this curse. Drops down to the mat. Off the ropes, Empress one more time, sidestepping that drop kick. And runs Yuri over with that clothesline. Measures her Luthez press. So if they were on earlier, it probably had something to do with the cutscene. The cash-in. Considering it's a custom briefcase, it's a custom, you know what I mean? Like, it's 2K. Look at this, pump handle. And we might be looking at it. No end of matchup yet. Yuri gets the shoulder up. Undisputed championship on the line. Off the ropes. And a running drop kick. Yuri, she has been through it. She is running low on fuel. There's very little gas in the tank left of Zoe Yuri. Empress sends her into the ropes. Follows it up with a big elbow. And the challenger finds herself face down on the mat while the Empress goes to the top rope. Not looking good for Zoe. Empress launches. Big fist to the forehead into cover. Undisputed title on the line. Cash in or not. Coming up short, Yuri gets the shoulder up. Empress again to the outside. Yuri trying to knock her loose. And down she goes. I told you, shut the lights off on us. Just kidding, it was Yuri. Big knee to the face, and Zoe Yuri. Zoe Yuri doing her absolute here. One more time with the pump handle. STO. And Empress goes for the cover, hooks the leg. There's the count. There's 2, and Yuri keeping this matchup going. But I don't know how much she's really got left. She gets the offense going, but again, back outside of the ring we go. Referee starts his count. Empress calling Zoe back to her feet. And Zoe answers. Look at this, a handful of kicks to the hamstring, now working the leg over. Yuri picking a body part and going for it after that drop kick. Joe continues his count here. We hit 10. This matchup is over. Back inside we go. Zoe has a taste for blood. Empress back to her feet. Zoe with the Zoe zag. Referee there for the count. There's 1, there's 2, and the Empress kicking out before 3. The undisputed title, both of these women. Both of these women, no strangers to that title. Empress, a 5-time women's champion. Couple of shots to the ribs. Double underhook, powerbomb, folds her in half. Goes for the pinfall. Yuri. Chances slipping 2 and 3. Empress Sparrow retaining the undisputed title. Wow. It is up to Zack the Ripper
Here is your winner,
to keep this no title change thing going. This man has to do it in 2 separate matches, back to back, inside of a cell. But Empress Sparrow with a huge victory, and well deserved for her to be the champion at the end of season 3 of our women's division. Thank you, Empress, for the opportunity for you to be standing there. Here we go. Hell in a Cell. Bud Marvelous, Zack the Ripper, Intercontinental title up for grabs. Zack the Ripper, though, if Gavin Wilson is the Rookie of the Year, I would have to say Zack the Ripper is the Veteran of the Year. He had a slow start to his season as well. But look at him now. WrestleMania 3, 2 titles back to back. He is the main event of WrestleMania as well as the co-main event of WrestleMania. And he will have his hands full with both of his opponents tonight. Bud Marvelous looking to end season 3 as a champion. And he has yet to grab up the Intercontinental title this year. Of course, Bud Marvelous starting this year for a long time as the world champion, beginning the season as our world champion, and he is looking to end it as the Intercontinental champion. You see that structure above the ring. Bud slowly makes his way down. Just a reminder that season 4 is just a few days away. If you're looking to add on to our roster, you know all you got to do is upload your wrestler to the community creations of 2K24. use the hashtag AoK and be uploaded onto the roster and join us as we begin that journey Wednesday night towards WrestleMania Season 4. Marvelous in the ring, waiting for the champion. Dole Wielding. As he shows off that world title. Keeping the Intercontinental close. Waiting for confirmation on whether or not Zack the Ripper will be back for Season 4. Could he leave here with our titles? Could Zack the Ripper end the season and walk out with both belts? That goes for anybody in these matches. Will Alexander K be back if he wins later tonight? Will Bud Marvelous be back if he wins this match? This is why we built new belts, just in case. Take our belts. We got shiny new ones. We don't care. Intercontinental title up for grabs. Zack the Ripper in the ring. Bud Marvelous in the ring. Wayne Kerr gonna give you the rundown.
And his opponent, from the edge of reality, weighing in at 276 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion.
Fat kid snacks. You know what time it is. Easter Bunny didn't come to my house. I had to buy my own damn candy. Motherfucker. That's what I get for being pagan, I guess. There we go. Jenna Taylor refereeing this one for us. Hell in a Cell being lowered. These two men are ready to go. Bud Marvelous, Zack the Ripper, locking up center of the ring in the Marvelous one with the advantage. Sending Zack for the ride, shoulder tackle. Nobody gets anywhere. And the Ripper, pure power. Military press into a power slam, and Bud finds himself in the air for the second time. Follows that spine buster up by attacking the arm of Marvelous, and the Ripper outside the ring looking for new things to add to this this matchup. He comes back with a table. Marvelous coming back in with a chair. And the Ripper with a bear hug. Sends him into the ropes. A low blow on the way by. And Marvelous. Modified neck breaker. One more time. Looking for a little bit of separation, getting his head back. The Ripper sends his opponent into the ropes. And a huge power slam. Marvelous back to his feet in a hurry. Unfortunately, too close. And finds himself face down at the end of a 747 slam. Goes for the roll up. The referee gets there for the 1 count. Bud Marvelous working the arm over of the champ. Ducking under. Face first he goes. Alright, just in time for the co-main event and the main event. Inverted DDT by Bud Marvelous. Also, we're glad you made it safe. And what a belly-to-belly right on that steel chair. Spinebuster by the Ripper. And things are heating up here. The thing Zach has to remember is, I'm sure he hasn't forgotten, he's got another matchup. Now, if Bud gets the upper hand here, either way, Alexander K is in a good spot from his Royal Rumble win. Swinging neckbreaker, Bud Marvelous, shoulders down. Jenna a little slow to get there. Only gets 2. Marvelous trying to run out of the ring, but Zach catching him up. What's he got in mind here? Up to the shoulder. Marvelous with a reversal, inverted DDT. Down on that tabletop. Off the ropes, big running slam. Drives the knee. Look at this. Marvelous. Using the environment to his advantage at every turn. But the Ripper, Zach the Ripper, sets him up. Powerbomb. No, look at this. Zach launches Bud Marvelous. Look at this. Bud Marvelous bouncing off not only the steel cage, but the ring apron as well. And Zach has had just about enough. It looks like the Ripper has had just about enough of Bud Marvelous. But Marvelous battles back, gets a couple of good shots in. Goes across the ring, coming back with that steel chair, but you had to think about it. Well, there's a couple of right hands and a headbutt. Goes for the cover, but no go. The Ripper with the chair. Ooh, Bud eats that chair shot and just rolls out of the way of that second one. Back into the ring. And Marvelous sending him out to the back here. I couldn't tell you that. I don't watch time that way. I have no idea what I might have missed. Not a clue, man. Oh shit, excuse me. Bud Marvelous and Zach the Ripper battling it out around the steps here. This could be the end of the night. This could be an all-nighter here. Good golly, come on, you two. Back and forth we go. I would say from 8 o'clock on, you've missed all of them until now. And a super kick. A super kick by Zach the Ripper knocks Marvelous right back around the corner, and we are still stuck in this corner. There we go. There we go. Finally getting away from that. Nope, right back to it. You bastards. Locks him up. But Bud fires back again in a super kick of his own. Come on, guys. At least put each other through. At least put each other through the cage. I didn't know Coleman could suffer any more of that. He is out cold though, man. He bounced his head off that barricade. That was about that. Guys, get it back in the ring or get out of the cage. One or the other. Like, you got to do something here. Boys, come on. I don't want to get involved in this match. I ain't had to get involved in any matches at all tonight. It's WrestleMania 3. It's the end of the season. And surely you two can stop your bullshit long enough for this to be a match. Not you two. I'm not talking to OTM and Ken. I'm talking about the two in the ring. Let me verify that. Back and forth they go again. I don't think you can leave the ring from that side. I don't think you can leave the cage from that side of the ring, boys. Get it back in the ring or get out of the cage. One or the other. Oh yeah, you two can knock yourselves out. I mean literally, like knock each other out. That's fine. As long as I don't have to hear it. If you're unconscious, I can't hear you argue. Back inside the ring we go. Marvelous with the upper hand sends the Ripper for the ride, and look at this. Nah, he's not. 1888 on Zack the Ripper, and Bud Marvelous is our new Intercontinental Champion. Wow. He planted him right on that table.
Here is your winner, and new Intercontinental Champion, Buddy.
Yeah, I don't know if that, I'm not sure. I don't think that's the... Yeah, OTM, I don't think that's the flex you think it is. Bud Marvelous ending season 3 as the Intercontinental Champion, and Zack the Ripper all the way to the back has to get himself squared up. Marvelous looks like he went through a damn war for that belt. Let's do it one more time. Hell in the Cell, Zack the Ripper. We're going to turn the entrances off on this one. We're going to turn the entrances off on this. Sorry about that, Alexander K. But regardless, any wrestler that is a champion tonight that does not carry over to season 4, we will have that title up for grabs in some sort of tournament or some sort of way. If that title coincides with a title that we have for season 4. We obviously don't need 9 titles for the size of the roster that we currently have. Did I not say we were gonna skip the entrances? Did I not turn the entrances off? Let's get Alexander K, the Royal Rumble winner, earned his spot by outlasting 29 other people to be here tonight, and probably his luckiest night ever. Zack the Ripper in between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, gathering both titles, the Intercontinental and the Heavyweight, defending them both here tonight inside Hell in the Cell, just coming off the match with Bud Marvelous after that vicious 1888 delivered by his opponent. Zack the Ripper coming down as only the world champion in this title match.
He is the World Heavyweight Champion, Zack the Reaper.
Got himself all situated, ready to go again. Cannot be at 100%, I'm sure. Will the Ripper leave season 3 as a champion? Yeah, it was right before the... You probably missed the Empress Sparrow match, too. Well, this is the main event, last matchup of the night. And the Ripper looking for a suplex back inside, but Alexander K turns it around. Springboard misses with the leg drop. Peace. Just kidding. You stay awake and watch the end of it with the rest of us. If I gotta be here, so do you. The Ripper having his issues here with the challenger, but again, not at 100% in this matchup. And Joe Brody gets himself locked in the corner, and unfortunately for the Ripper, if he loses this match, it's going to be Joe Brody's fault. Couple of quick kicks to the knee, and Alexander K back outside the ring. Coming back with a baseball bat. Big upper hand. Uppercut from Zack the Ripper. Out on injury. I don't know. Yeah, in all honesty, end of season 3 and Prestige almost didn't even have a match tonight. That was like, let me check my list here real quick. That's true. I'll have it up here just as soon as this is over. Just as soon as this matchup is over, I will have, or as soon as this broadcast is over. Look at this. Look at this. Sent through the cage. Things are going to heat up now. All the way to the top. All the way to the top. And ZA, listen, if you miss his ass, you win $5. And he ain't never paid out yet. He's never had to pay out. That's big ass, is what I'm saying. That's big ass. IKB claims he's retired. We'll believe it when we see it. And Alexander K trying to keep Zack the Ripper here. Look at this, the Ripper on top of the cage. I thought he was going to launch him off of there. Holy shit. I thought he was going to throw him off there like he did Bud Marvelous into the cage. Oh, he ain't done yet. The Ripper with a huge power bomb on the challenger. Where was all this aggression in your last matchup? Alexander ducks under, slamming the champion down. Gets a running start, face first into the top of the cage, and Zack the Ripper, as I said earlier, not 100% coming into this one, but not in a good shape now either. Standing moonsault by Alexander, and the champ needs to come up with something here. Alexander stepping around that cable, that support cable, saved himself. Using that cable as a barricade. And the challenger looking to be in a good spot here against the champ. But you're also way up on top of the cage. You can't win the match on top of the cage. I mean, technically, being on top of the cage, and I mean, you can win the match by being in a semi-ironic. Look at this, Zack the Ripper just threw that. Zack the Ripper with a 747 slam, face first. Goes Alexander, goes for the cover. What a smart move that was. And Zack the Ripper looking to retain the world title through death. Gets a 2 count. I can't believe Alexander kicked out of that. I can't believe he kicked out of that. Ripper sends his opponent into the ropes. Coming off. Swinging neck breaker. Back to his feet. Locking up Alexander, the champ, or the challenger. Staying right with the champion here. Jack the Ripper in bad shape, using the ropes, even pull himself up. Alexander to the outside, Zack to the inside. Suckers him in. Can he do anything with it? Puts his opponent on the ropes. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow if you don't want to watch tonight. Good point, OTM. Good point. Matter of fact, just in case, you can find them both right there. We got a pinfall attempt. Shoulders are down. Zack the Ripper for a 2 count. A baseball bat. Alexander goes for the bat. And the Ripper snags him up in a bear hug, looking to win this by submission. But again, able to weasel his way out of that. Alexander K. As said, the Royal Rumble winner. Went a long way through that matchup as well to earn his spot here. And Zack the Ripper says if he's going to be the champion, if Alexander is going to take that title away, he is definitely going to earn it. As Zack has already put him through the top of the cage. Face first. And the kid is still fighting back. Big rocking right hand. And sets him up. Spine buster. The Ripper. From across the ring, sets him up and slams him into that cage. And the Ripper back through another part of the cage. These guys, again, even if they do win this matchup, even if they are in Season 4, how long before they're allowed to wrestle again? Might have your contract on my desk, but if you're in the hospital, the Ripper climbing to the top one more time. Alexander struggling to get up there with him. And the Ripper foolishly turns his attention to the crowd just as Alexander makes it to the top of the cage. World title on the line, and the Ripper may have made the biggest mistake of the night. And the Masked Man just moonsault after moonsault. Kick to the midsection. Zack. Standing Spanish Fly. Boot to the face. Alexander with those educated feet staying all over the Ripper. And the champ's got to come up with something here, man. That clothesline might have been something. Is it enough though? Is it enough? Scumdog Millionaire, and still this matchup continues. X Factor. This time Zack through the top of the cage. Face down. Shoulders down. Joe Brony starts the count. There's 2. And there's 3. Alexander K. defeating Zack the Ripper for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here we see that 747 through the top of the cage. The German suplex through the side of it.
Here is your winner.
And of course we can't show you that that last one. That's a little rough. A little rough on the eyes. Nobody wants to see that again. But Alexander K. begins his second reign as the AoK World Heavyweight Champion in his career. But that is it. Season 3 has come to an end for wrestling action. Who are our final? Let's look at the news. Look at all this. Look at all this. Chris Chaos injured. Minor injury. He'd be alright. Walk it off. Omer Hinkledeimer injured. Minorly. Logan Hawk injured. Minorly. And then the two champs, Intercontinental changing hands. And the World Heavyweight changing hands. Poor Zach. What a way to end the season. Title's not changing hand. Title not changing hand. Title didn't change hands. Didn't change hands. Stayed with the Hinkledeimers. Prestige coming out on top of that. A hardcore title staying with Psychosis. Logan Hawk taking out the big man. Empress holding on to her title, but Zack the Ripper dropping his Intercontinental title to Bud Marvelous. And of course we just witnessed Alexander K. capture gold here in AoK tonight. Power rankings. Ripper at the top. RWP in the second spot. The Hinkledeimers and Torrance Benjamin filling out number 5. Where did everybody end up? James Coleman in the top 10 with number 6. Empress Sparrow at number 7. Zoe Yuri in number 8. IKB number 9. And Vulgar the Clown all in the top 10. To see who made it to the top 20. Logan Hawk and Chris Chaos. Coyote Kid and Chris Nightmare. That's a whole lot going on right there. For 14, and Alice Angel sitting at number 15. Punisher from the BMF at number 16. Casey Gwen number 17. Amaya at number 18. Bud Marvelous sneaking in the top 20 at number 19, and Psychosis, the former hardcore champion, filling out our top 20. That's that, man. That's that. We're going to hit this for old time's sake. Just to see where it would have put. Where would we be going with this? Nightmare have to put his title on the line against Cletus. It's a strange setup, but okay. Piper Ramirez and Paige. Zack the Ripper looking to recapture the Intercontinental. Surprised he's not dead. Vulgar the Clown and Prestige. Omer and Coleman. Coyote Kid and Rock Page. Casey and the Empress. Pedro and Connor. Well, that is all the time we have for this episode, kids. I appreciate everybody coming in to finish this all out. Our season has come to an end, and season 4 is about to get readjusted. All new players, all new game. Join us on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. as AoK Season 4 kicks off. Wish me luck while I figure out how to get what we've got into what we're going for. Until then, my friends, be safe. Again, I appreciate everybody taking the time out of your holiday to be here with us. And I will see you when I see you. Be safe and enjoy what's left of your holiday, kids. Peace.